Jonathan Darcy has formed an esteemed career as one of Australia's most respected bloodstock consultants and auctioneers. We see the great theatre of the sales ring, but I wanted to know more about the preparation that goes in to auctioning off million-dollar yearlings at Inglis Easter.
70, 170 on the right. Done. 375. Thank you very much in front.
It's always fascinating to know a bit more about the behind-the-scenes work of the bloodstock team here at Inglis. So when you're setting the auctioneers their task for a horse sale, so obviously we're coming into Inglis Easter, they actually only have a certain amount of horses that they will sell in a period of time. Just explain how it all works.
Look, there's no great science to it. The way I've always done it since I've been doing the selling runs has been to split up the day pretty evenly. Here at the Easter sale this year we've got 3 auctioneers in operation, myself, Chris Russell and Simon Vivian. Simon's going to take up an unfamiliar role in that we've got him selling last because I wanted him to sell his last horse as the last horse of the sale. But aside from that, we pretty much break it up evenly. So there's 240 horses a day. We like to run around about 16 to 20 horses per selling run. So this year I think it's 16s and 17. So I'll sell 16, Rusty will sell 16, Simon will sell 16. And so we know a few weeks out from the sale who's selling what horses, and then we can do our individual research from there.
Do you let the vendors know which horses you're actually selling in your run?
We do. Look, it's something that the vendors are always keen to know. I think just to impart that little bit of extra information to each of the auctioneers, depending on who's selling their horse. But look, I think, you know, Simon, Rusty and I have been selling for a long time now, so hopefully they're all pretty happy with the run they've got. But yeah, look, it's good for the vendors to be able to tell us a little bit about who's perhaps been looking at the horse more intently than others, so we can keep an eye out, you know, when we're selling that particular lot, if they've pointed out to us that you know, that Kieran Marr or Gay Waterhouse or John O'Shea is particularly interested in the horse, we can try and find them in the auditorium and make sure we don't miss their bid.
Are the buyers aware, you know, able to let you know that they might be on a horse as well? Is that something buyers do, or not really? I mean, I know it's very private and they don't want people to know too soon, but do they trust you maybe to say, look, you know, make sure you look for me?
Look, it's more that they would entrust that to the bid spotters, and sometimes, you know, we're acting as bid spotters throughout the sale as well. So, and you do get a bit of a feel. I mean, having been around auction sales for 30 odd years now, you can sort of tell when someone walks in the auditorium or they start to look a bit nervous, they're going to bid on a horse. So people, you know, certain buyers have their particular mannerisms when they're going to bid on a horse, and certain buyers will take up a position where they haven't been throughout the sale, and you pretty much know that they've come to an area where they know that they can be seen easy by a bid spotter or by the auctioneer. So it's look, it's a little bit of second nature to us to recognise when someone's going to have a bid.
When you're looking at these horses, I mean, you've been out all around all the farms and so on. Are you aware that far out? So when you're looking at the horse, you sort of make extra notes in that run of 15 or 16 or so?
For sure, Carol. I mean, the one thing I always say is, you know, there's no point writing down a lot of negative comments on a horse. If I'm standing out there auctioneering a horse, I look down and I'd like to see something that's positive. So it might be the movement they've got, it might be they've got a great head and eye, it might be they're very typical of their sire, it might be they're typical of what the mare throws. So, you know, they're just little things. I always like to mark down on a catalogue page who trained the half relation, particularly if it's been a good horse. So I can always say, you know, if I can see that person in the auditorium, I can always say, you remember what a good horse the half brother or the half sister was. Just little notes that perhaps can help me when I'm trying to elicit that last bid.
Yeah, I know I do with the Easter previews that we do, or for the broadcasts we do, to be positive. I mean, you have to. I mean, it is all about trying to get these horses sold and getting them to the people that really want to buy them, and doing the best job you can, in particular for the vendor.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and I think that is an important part. I mean, we're looking for the selling points of the horse. Now, that might be its relationship on the pedigree, but a lot of the time it's about, you know, some of the physical attributes the horse might have, particularly if it looks like a 2-year-old, it's got a great hip, it's got a great shoulder and girth, it's well balanced, you know, all those sort of things. You just want to, you know, keep emphasising those to the buyers. So, I mean, that's what's captured their imagination when they've been looking at the horses, and you're just reinforcing that message to them, and, you know, hopefully it can make a difference in the end.